Hi everyone. Currently icing my knee for the last time today. I'm just gonna talk a little bit, and if my words come out all wrong, I'm tired. I took my meds, so they have kicked in a long time ago. But I wanted to do something that we were asked to do tonight. If you haven't watched Monday Motivation at Scooter Renee LLC, I suggest that you do so if you have a chance. And tonight's um I guess call it lesson was on I'll do it tomorrow. So I think you can probably figure out that what that means. We put things off because we're gonna do it tomorrow. For me, it's um I'll wait till my health is better, till I have a good health day. Um Things like that. Or I think probably that's the biggest thing that has put me off from doing things that I wanted to do today. One of the things that I think the biggest thing is that I'll do tomorrow is writing. Um, I was writing little, when I was in second grade, writing long stories. Off and on throughout the years, I would have something published in maybe a children's magazine or uh, like 15 years ago in a Christian women's magazine, which that's a video, February 18th, if you want to go watch and hear what that story was. But I've always loved to write, and I haven't in the last few years. Just life, and again, my health. Um, I actually, years ago, started writing um, a couple of devotionals, which I know where they are, the beginnings of them are, and every time I look at them, it's like, I need to finish these tomorrow. I've had many, many professors. I'm trying to be very careful of the words coming out of my mouth because the wrong words want to come out right now. Um, but I've had many professors tell me that, when are you going to write your book? When are you going to write your book? And it's like, well, I will, and I haven't. And there's different books that I want to write. Um, I loved writing research papers when I was in school. I did college late. I graduated in 2006. And I think the biggest thing I learned out of college was that you don't have to start anything with a title. You don't have to start at the beginning. You can start at the end. You can start in the middle. So that's what I did. I would find notes for things that I was researching, and then just write them down, and then put it all together later, then come up with a title. Um, but I just loved uh, writing papers. So if we fast forward to now, with my last surgery, I thought, oh well, now I've got plenty of time where I can write. Yeah, that didn't happen. When I was working this last time around, I did write a newsletter, and I really enjoy doing that, and that is online. You can I can put in the comments in the replay if you want to know, and I can show you where to find um those newsletters. But tonight, when I was listening to Scooter and then her thing, which I already knew she was gonna, like, well, you gotta start something tonight or do something tonight, and I kept having, well, I just need to go grab one of my notebooks and write down something. And it's like, But that means I have to get out of the bed to go grab something, and that's a chore. That's difficult. And when my body just hurts, all of it, and the meds are kicking in, it's like, no, wait. The last time I followed through on something, it changed my life. That she suggested, and so we'll do that again. So this doesn't look perfect because I wanted to just jot down my thoughts and not have to rewrite it over. But I've really wanted to um, just write down my thoughts about all the little things that I see God do when I'm out watching nature. Yes, you can watch like the water and how powerful it is when it's in a waterfall or something like that, but that's really obvious. But what about all the little things that God does? So, here's what I wrote tonight. In the last year, I've been watching nature outside. I keep thinking I should write my thoughts. But it doesn't happen. Tonight in Monday Motivation, Scooter talked about doing things tomorrow. It made me think of the books I'm supposed to be writing. Devotionals, no, books to be writing, and devotionals. Tonight, although very exhausted and more, I don't want to wait. So here's the devotional part for today. I don't have a title for it yet, and I will probably add a little bit more to it, but it's a start, right? And that was the point. So, and there is a video about this on my channel somewhere in the last month, I think. Um, I noticed the little things like an ant, for example. A couple weeks ago, I watched a single ant carrying a seed or a shell or something small. Small to me, but like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 times bigger than the single ant that was carrying it. It was working really hard to provide food for its family. Just by itself. Just, I don't know how long it took to get where it was going and how much strength it took to do that by himself, and if he eventually had help. I didn't see that part of it. Um, because God has everything to have a purpose, even the tiniest of creatures like an ant, like his purpose was to provide for his family. Um, Proverbs 6:6-8 says, "Go to the ant, O sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise, without having any chief, officer, or ruler. She prepares her food in summer and gathers her sustenance in harvest." Now, so that's my little devotional for today. I do need to clean it up. But I wanted to get it down so I could start that process. Um, Again, I apologize if any words came out wrong, backwards, upside down, slow, but I took nighttime meds and I'm on day 4, ending day 4 of my surgery, and my body's tired. I just wanted to get this done. So go to Scooter Renee LLC um, for tonight's Monday Motivation. What is today? First, what is today's date? First, second, third. Look for today's date, May 4th. I'll do it. I'll start tomorrow or I'll do it tomorrow. So thanks for watching. I'd like your comments on what you keep telling yourself you're going to start but haven't started yet. We'll see if we can get everybody starting something. It doesn't have to be big. Just the little of things, anything at all. But just get started.